Hey everybody, this is Calvin, and today I'm bringing you a game of Ground War Domination on Invasion. I apologize that this video was a little bit later than I thought it was going to be, but rest assured I have plenty of content for you coming up in the next week or so, including some Halo Reach beta gameplay, the first episode of my Modern Warfare 2 tips and tactics, and some NHL 10 next week. I'm going to be doing some sports game commentary, playing the game with a couple of my good friends who I've been in a league with for a couple of years. But I wanted to upload this video for you guys, not because it's the best score, but because it's a somewhat rare example of me rushing. I tend to play Modern Warfare 2 very defensively, primarily because the game is so hard to do well when you're rushing. Guns kill in sometimes 2 or 3 bullets. There's all sorts of random things that go on. Grenades, danger close noob tubes, the javelin that just almost killed me back there, commando pros. I mean, you know, those kids are legit. And it's just difficult to do. But if you know the maps, if you play smart, if you really think about what you're doing, you can certainly rush effectively. You just kind of have to know how to approach it. For this class, I am using the UMP45 with a silencer. There's really no point in rushing to me if you're going to let them know exactly where you are. You might as well be quiet and stealthy, and for that reason I also have Ninja Pro on instead of Steady Aim Pro. I don't really see the benefit of Steady Aim Pro with an SMG. It's still very accurate shooting from the hip. I'm using Marathon Pro to get around quicker, and Hardline Pro. Hardline Pro might not necessarily be the best choice for the UMP. For a faster firing SMG, it really makes no difference what weapon you choose. But the UMP actually turns into a 2-shot kill with stopping power on it. So you can certainly debate the efficacy of using hardline versus stopping power on the UMP. But I prefer to get my kill streaks a little bit quicker. Since I'm rushing and I'm using some of the bigger kill streaks, Predator missile, Harrier, and AC-130. I know, not particularly inventive, but still, they're the most effective thing at spawn trapping. And what we're trying to do here, since we've already capped C and B, is to get them spawn trapped back there at A. So I keep trying to work my way up the map, and I'm just getting a little unlucky and not quite managing it. I've already died 3 times here in this match, so you can tell I'm a little bit frustrated right now. I'm charging in, and of course danger close noob tube goes ahead and kills me there, or actually lightweight noob tube. So right here you'll see that I get frustrated and decide to switch to my RPD class because, you know, hell, I'm just going to sit back and play defensive. I'm frustrated. I've died 3 times in a minute, so that's what I did. And nope, I changed my mind. I'm going back to my UMP class, and I'm going to go ahead and rush. And I'm glad I did, because it ended up being a good gameplay. Yeah, I've got the SPAS-12 secondary, a SPAS-12 with red dot sight, because I don't think I had the grip yet. I don't use the SPAS-12 all that much. I tend to prefer the AA-12. And here I am in this little blue building outside of A, and it is absolutely the best place to spawn trap them there at A. You can see that little balcony over there where they love to go, and they can only exit the building in 3 places. Up top there, and underneath to the left and right. Right there I was fighting a sniper, and if you see, I got a hit marker on his head with painkiller hit marker, and I just ran away because there's no way I was going to win the fight against that sniper unless he was a complete noob when he had painkiller on. And guys, if you want to do better, there's absolutely no shame in running away. If you are not going to win an engagement, turn around and run. Don't ever fight on ground that's not of your own choosing. That is one of the best ways to save yourself from needless deaths. Just run away. There'll always be another chance to fight. And there I get a Predator fail. It always frustrates me when someone decides to kill the guy I'm aiming at, but, you know, they can't really tell, I guess, unless they happen to look at the mini-map. So, no harm done. I picked up the AA-12 there, and I'm not sure why. I'm very, very reliant on the AA-12 with some classes, and I think that's to my detriment, because it's an absurdly overpowered gun right there. You hold down the trigger, and if people are close enough to you, they die. There's pretty much nothing they can do unless they have commando or painkiller on. The problem with the AA-12 is that I think you can get a little too used to the stopping power, and it never ever hurts to actually be proficient with some of the other secondary weapons. But for you guys, I'm here trying to give you guys tips on how to play better. I want you guys to get as many kills as possible. I want you guys to piss people off, and I want you to do it using the most effective weapons. There's no shame in using the AA-12 if that's the way you get the most kills. There's no shame in using the ACR if that's the way you get the most kills. The only thing I'm going to ask you guys not to use is Commando Pro and Danger Close Pro, because those things drive me crazy. I think they're bad perks, I think they're badly designed, and I think they really contribute to making this game not fun to play sometimes. But you know what? If that's the way you guys enjoy playing and that's the way you guys get the most kills, do it. Play that way. You deserve to play this game the way you want to play. Infinity Ward designed it. You guys take advantage of it. I actually had to pick up another weapon because I had run out of ammo with the silenced UMP. So luckily this I think standard UMP was laying on the ground, so I was able to pick it up and get 3 easy kills. You guys can see what I'm doing. I'm not camping here. There's 3 ways they can get out of A. To the left by that tank, the long side on the right, and then up top up there. What I'm doing is waiting for them to come out and picking them off on their spawn. I guess if you want to say camping is being in the general vicinity of a place for more than 30 seconds, then I'm camping. But what I'm doing is waiting for them to come to me. Right there, I heard that guy walking. There's no point in me moving when I know he's going to come in to get me. They're leaving the spawn. They're trying to revenge kill me. I can hear that guy come in as well. That's what she said. And there's just no point in moving. Right here you see it. I've picked up 4 easy kills. All I had to do was sound whore a little bit with my Turtle Beaches and pick up an AC-130. Normally, what I would go ahead and do with the AC-130 once I had reached my highest kill streak is go ahead and charge in with my SPAS, try to get some montage clips, do something stupid, build up my kill streak again. But I had died 4 times in the first minute and a half of the game, and I was kind of trying to preserve a little bit of a higher KD. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do that sometimes. I'm sure you guys do too. You know, we're all human. We want to get the best score we can. So I run off here behind this little house to try to kill whore a little bit here. The one thing to remember with the AC-130, and I realize this footage is not exactly scintillating, is that you need to use all 3 weapons. If you're only cycling through the 105 and 40 millimeter cannons, you're doing yourself a disservice. The 25 millimeter chain gun is a very effective weapon, and if the enemies line up, you can get 2, even 3 kills pretty easily with it. So use the AC-130, guys. People tend to use the chopper gunner because most of the nukes they see on YouTube is somebody using Harriers, chopper gunner, and a nuke. The thing with the chopper gunner is that it flies low to the ground, which makes it very vulnerable to any kind of fire. It only takes 2 missiles to destroy, and frankly, people are finally starting to get smart and shoot stuff down. The AC-130 flies 3 or 4 times higher up in the air, so the missiles take longer to get there. It takes 3 missiles to blow up. And on certain maps, if you get an enemy spawn trapped, they are going to die in huge numbers. You can pick up 3-4 kills per shot with the AC-130 on some maps. This map is not necessarily the best for it, but the chopper gunner won't really get you any advantage with all the buildings. And there you see, I go back to the building to try to spawn trap them again and get killed with a Danger Close noob tube. So yeah, that's Modern Warfare 2. I like that little cheeky grenade. I just sort of tossed it off at their spawn and hope for the best. Here, this is risky. They're going to be coming out in numbers, and there's a good chance you're going to die if you try to actually trap them right where they spawn. But I've got a good secondary. My team is moving in. They're distracted, so I figure, hey, let's get a few cheeky kills, build up the kill streak, do something fun for you guys. And this kid fails pretty big time on the awareness check. But this kill is stolen from me, so I got to go. If you'll see what I'm doing here, I'm working the sides of the map. Other than the beginning of the game where I did a few dumb things and got myself killed, I am never moving into the middle of the map except to pick off a straggler, shoot a shotgun into the door, something like that. When you're rushing, when you're vulnerable to people firing down the sight lines right here, noob tubes, commando, all sorts of stuff, what you want to do is stay far, far away from the middle of the map. And I realize I'm running across it here, but I'm running across it to try to get to the other side so that I can move back up the flank and trap them where they're spawning now, which is back up at C, because we flipped the spawn trap on them. Fortunately, they are disorganized, and I picked up 2 or 3 easy kills along the way and got another Predator and a Harrier. So this game is about to come to a close, but I hope you guys enjoyed sort of another look at how to go ahead and get a good score while rushing. 36, 5, and 6. Could have been a little bit better if I hadn't had a brain fart at the middle of the game. My clan tag there is my buddy Rar. He's a good friend of mine. And guys, yeah, you can rush. Just think